This unit examines the relationship between various forms of basic land use and their impact on water resources and water quality. The capacity of natural systems to recharge water resources can be diminished by deforestation and overgrazing, for example. The results include erosion and desertification. In general terms, deforestation is suffered by tree stands, that is, forests, while overgrazing is typically suffered by grasslands and scrublands that are susceptible to excessive foraging by livestock herds. Deforestation can result from conversion of forest to farmland or by intensive gathering of wood for fuel. Overgrazing is the negative, damaging outcome of a natural process, that of animals eating plants. Notice the terms excessive and over. They point to a condition in which natural growth and natural processes are overwhelmed by some form of use or exploitation that exceeds their natural capacity to regenerate. A common result of deforestation and overgrazing is erosion, which is water-driven or wind-driven removal of soil. When it's water-driven, it results in gullies, runnels, and ditches. When wind-driven, it takes the form of what is called sheet erosion, which is simply dry and unprotected topsoil being blown away by the wind, or from hard rain by natural plant canopies or umbrellas, and is at the same time is inadequately held in place by interwoven plant roots. The latter occurs when soils are inadequately secured by roots and nothing, such as forests or windbreaks, prevents it from being blown away over long distances. In dry climates, the result of deterioration of this plant cover is referred to as desertification. The effects of these processes on water resources can be seen as the reverse, if you will, of the benefits of intact plant cover for groundwater and stream recharge. In the absence of plant cover, precipitation hits the ground with greater force, loosening soil particles and washing them away. In addition to washing away topsoil and possibly creating gullies, both water and wind-driven erosion cause sedimentation of streams and turbidity of stream water. The quality of water is diminished for both habitat and household uses. Given the great impact that poor water quality has on quality of life in households at the subsistence level, it is especially sad that the root of the problem is so often the very efforts of poor people to subsist, to merely have barely enough. The efforts of poor people to obtain just enough fuel, or just a few more goats or cattle, for example, is the reason for overgrazing or the overharvesting of fuel wood. In fact, these are legitimate efforts of people who have no other means of livelihood at their disposal. At first glance, it appears that such people are trapped in the unfortunate dilemma of either preserving their natural surroundings, but doing without the necessities of life, or of securing their necessities by means that damage their natural environment. The solution is to utilize techniques that increase the production of necessities while enhancing the value of what has been called natural capital, those resources and natural systems on which human systems of production actually rest: soil fertility and retention, and water purification.